Look at that beautiful wiring. Isn't that something? Marathon quality is not just what you can see, but it's what's behind the walls. Organized confusion, for the lack of a better term, right? Oh, to me it would be, because I don't know what I'm talking about over there. Hey, everybody, good morning. Welcome to Marathon Mondays with Mal. It's a Monday morning at the mothership. We're in Coburg, Oregon, where all these beautiful coaches are built. We are in 1393 in the rear bath. This is a super bath floor plan. This is going to be a beautiful coach. It is Coach 1393. It is a triple slide super bath. So there's going to be a lot of cool stuff to show you on this coach. But as you can see, we pretty much just started production, or I'd say we're a couple of months away from completion, but you can see the floor is taking place. You can see the wires are all being pulled and the harnesses are all being applied. So there's a lot going on in 1393. Heated floors. I could see the cockpit just is been placed in, and they're working on the new front end. That's one of the more exciting things we've done over the last several years, is the new front end of the H3 and how Marathon applied their changes to what Prevost did. So it's really cool to see it come to fruition, or to what others say, fruitation. Take a look across the way, across the production floor. 1392 is over there. We're going to go over there and take it 1392. And right next to it is 1401, a shell that just came in. It's in the shell prep process. So we're going to cruise over there and take a look at 1392. 1392 is a bunk coach, double slide H3, and it's still available. Brett Fuller.
Good morning, how you guys doing?
Morning. All right. 1392 right here. We're going to go inside. You know what? Let's go take a look at this new shell first. I'm always snooping in these new shells because there's so much to see. One of the things I was looking at this morning when I was walking the floor is these bays are perfectly bare right now. Look at that. Just pan through this and look at these bays before we get into them. You could see the entire structure of the Prevost chassis, what makes the Prevost chassis strong and smart. Strong and smart. Strong and safe, my bad. All right, this is gonna be a cool coach. 1401, double slide H. Very cool. There's a lot of things that have to happen here before the coach goes to paint, and all of those things get checked off on shell prep. So we go through it, we look at, well, there's so many things that we have to do prior to it going into paint. And employees get to check off on it, everything from, cutting the proper holes before it gets painted, or to prepping the proper areas before it gets painted. 1392. This coach has probably about a month or so left in production. So 1392, the new H3 from Prevost and Marathon. So as you can see in here, the cockpit's starting to come up. Let's see what's underneath this blanket here, huh? There you go. It's a nice, kind of a dark gray. Very nice. But everything is going to be like a modern flair in this coach. And it's a bunk coach, so it's going to have a sofa. It's going to have recliners. It's going to have the two bunks with the shades that pull down. I'm a big fan of that. You guys know that. So the bunks are right here. And then tucked around this side, this is the water closet. There's your shower taking place. And that half bath in the rear back there. Of course, king size bed, heated floors throughout, tons of storage. That's one of the things about our designing. You guys know we talked about this a lot, is you have to have proper utilization of space. If you have bunks and you've got a bath and a half, you need to still make sure you've got proper storage. You need to still make sure you've got enough storage for the coach. And our floor plans have that. So it's pretty cool to see. 1392. As we started the show over in 1393, looking at the rear wiring, here's the wiring in 1392. It's just, it's a piece of art. There's a lot of work that goes into that board, but it needs to be. Marathon quality is just not what the eye can see, but the quality is in the longevity of the product. And one of the main things of longevity of the product is the wiring and the plumbing and everything that's behind the walls. And one of the things that people email me about is they say, you know, you take the slide out, what happens to the slide? As we are working on the coach, we are still working on the slide out room and what goes in that slide out room. And as you can see, it's gonna have the dinette in there and also the sofa will be in there. But that's what we do with the slide out room when we take it out. And I'm actually standing in where the slide out room will be or where it is. So in this void is where the slide out goes. Up in 1389, they're working on the floor. One of the most difficult things of flooring is picking the right piece for the right area. And you know you don't want to put like something that's too light next to something that's too dark. And so they literally are hand cutting each piece as it should be. In a custom home, you see that. In a custom coach, we do the same. So that's what's happening right now up here in 89. Before we get out of here, I want to show you a side version of what we were just inside 1391. Excuse me, 1392. I was talking with someone this morning about all the white on this coach with the black and that beige is really gonna make this coach stand tall. Everybody knows I'm a fan of the white paint on a coach, and this one's got it. I took some pictures last week of this coach with all of those storage doors that are right now dropped up, dropped down, and the picture looks really good. So I haven't had a chance. Sarah, did you see this coach when it was outside? Yeah. It's gorgeous, yeah. I'm excited to see it outside because I love a white coach with a lot of white. I like the white bumpers on the rear here, so excited about it. I'm also excited that it's Monday and you guys are hanging out with me, so that's a good transition for me to get out of here. Be yourself and do good things. Have a good week. I am going to be showing you something new next week. I think we're going to be starting a remodel down in Service. That might be 2 weeks, but I'm hoping it's going to be this next coming Monday. So take care of each other, and we'll see you next week.